Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sports Central. If you're just joining us, I'm Mark Jackson. To my right, your left, Neal Duncan. Neal?
Got some great footage there, and makes you want to get out to the track and do a little...
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
When you see stuff like, you watch NASCAR on Sunday or something, you think, I could do that, but then you get out there and you're like, no.
Well, it's just like any sport, you know.
It looks easy. They make it look easy.
Yeah, that's why they're good.
Well, one of the segment sponsor for this segment, Sunsplash Vacation Homes, one of our partners that make things look easy.
Oh my goodness gracious!
They do a great job.
Oh, just provide a something really unique to Polk County. Vacation rental homes,
Right.
Big deal out in Las Vegas, by the way, but and some other destinations.
Yeah, it's not a timeshare. It's you can rent it for 3 days, 7 days, 3 months.
Whatever you want.
But,
it's a
right
whole
here in Polk
home.
County.
Absolutely, some great stuff. Speaking of great stuff, the sport of bowling in Polk County has always been a big deal here. We've had state, national, PBA championships. There you go. And it's a sport. We were talking about softball being a lifetime sport. Bowling is too. Used to call them bowling alleys. Now they call them bowling centers. You know why?
Why?
Too many people were getting beat up in alleys, and they didn't want association. That's a true story.
I don't believe a word of it.
It's true. It's true. If it isn't true, it should be. Anyway, we have a silver medalist from the World Championships, that is, who also bowls star bowler at Weber College, the national collegiate champions. Diana Zavjalova.
Tell us how you pronounce it, because Mark's had a hard time.
It's not that difficult.
One more time?
Zavjalova.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
We're going to call you Diana, though.
Okay, sounds good.
just for good measure.
Well,
And to be polite.
Weber has had a fantastic run of national championships and just performing at a high level. Of course, you've performed at a high level as well. What is it like to participate on the bowling team at Weber?
You know, I just bowled the championship where I was bowling by myself, so it's very different to bowl in college because you have the whole team.
Right.
So if you mess it up, you feel really bad because you let your teammates down.
Right.
So it's a lot of pressure, but it's at the same time I have so much fun because we not only bowl, but we cheer and sing and dance and whatnot. So it's a lot of fun.
Where were the Queens Championships held?
It was in Las Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Where did they set that? In the convention center?
What's that?
Did they set it up in the convention center?
It was in the Sunset Station Hotel, and everything was there.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah.
Well, pretty good. Tell us about the USBC. Now, United States Bowling Congress is what USBC stands for.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does the USBC Queens mean? Tell us what. Is it all women? Are they college kids?
This is one of the biggest tournaments for women in the world. So there's actually two major ones, US Open and the USBC Queens.
Okay.
So the Queens is tournament for women, and anyone from all over the world can participate.
Now, do you have to qualify to get into this event?
Anyone can bowl.
So it's an open tournament,
Yeah.
if you will. And then tell us a little bit about how many bowlers were there, and what was the process of elimination to where you were?
The one that I bowled, it was more than 200 women, and it was some international bowlers as well, because the week before that, in the same bowling center, there was a World Championship. So a lot of women who bowled the World Championship, they stayed to bowl the USBC Queens like I did.
Okay. And so how did you end up doing?
It was my best tournament of my life. It was.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, and you defeated USBCA BC Hall of Famer Leanne Hollensberg? Is that correct?
Yeah.
What's that like? I mean, that's got to be a thrill to...
Going into a TV show, I had a few matches, and I bowled against her before the TV show. It was 3 games, and the total who's going to win. So I beat her by quite a bit. So I did actually gain a lot of confidence. So when I went on a TV show, I had to bowl against her, one more time, but it was only 1 game. So I did have confidence. It was a lot easier to bowl against her the second time.
Now, when you say TV show, you're talking about this was aired on ESPN.
Yeah, it was.
We just saw some of the footage there.
Did that make you nervous?
Of course. You're on TV and all these lights and people watching you and everything. Of course, it made me nervous.
Well, which is more nerve-wracking, that event or answering Mark's questions?
Probably the event.
Well, the bowling in and of itself, like we were talking about, is a lifetime sport. When did you start?
I started when I was 10, and I'm 22 now, so I've been bowling for 12 years.
What got you into bowling?
My dad, he kind of bowled. He had just one bowling ball, and he went to the bowling center just bowl for fun. And he took me with him, and I liked it. He saw how excited I was, when I got a few pins or whatnot. So then he took me to this local coach, and she started kind of coaching me, and then she saw that I had talent, so she sent me to this other place, and I kept going, and now I'm here.
Now your dad is Russian.
Yes.
Okay, and you grew up in Latvia?
In Latvia, yeah, that's where I was born.
Okay, and is that where you started when you were 10, bowling?
Yes, yeah. Because my dad, he was born in Russia, and he moved to Latvia like many years ago. And,
yeah. Well, how do you end up at Weber?
One of my coaches from Australia, his name is Sid Allen, he told me, when I was still in high school, he told me that I can bowl and study at the same time, because I had no clue about like college bowling or anything like that. I didn't know that existed. So I was like, okay, I can do university and I can bowl at the same time. So, and then that's how I ended up being here.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. Do your folks come over and or were they in Las Vegas watching?
Some of them were, yeah.
Wow, so you had a whole contingent, like a whole entourage following you?
Yeah.
You have a fan club too?
Not yet.
After your college is over, you plan on going pro?
I want to continue to study, do the MBA and masters or whatnot.
At Weber?
Probably not, somewhere else. Yeah, because I want to have like different majors and minors or whatnot.
Okay.
But my main focus is going to be bowling. I'm going to try to go into professionals and bowl more big major tournaments.
Well, USBC's recently moved from Greenfield, Wisconsin to, I believe it's just outside of Dallas now.
Yeah, it's
correct. Is that maybe working in administration, something you'd see down the road?
If they hire me, sure, why not? Who knows?
You're willing to, right?
Yeah, I would love to work on a bowling field. So.
Well, a few shows ago we had Lee White on, and he's a Bartow kid that recently turned pro in golf and is trying to make it through. And we heard about some of the things that he's going through. What is it going to take for you to become a professional bowler? Is there like a developmental league, or is it just entering in tournaments and qualifying?
I just have to keep winning the Queens and the major tournaments, and I'll be there.
Speaking of major tournaments, the World Championships. Tell us a little bit about that one.
That was a very long championship. It was 2.5 weeks in Las Vegas,
wow.
And my dream was to become a world champion. So, and I got a bronze medal in all events, and the last year in the World Singles Championship, I got the silver medal in the World Championships. So, that was pretty cool. And then the Queens, that was my first time I ever bowled the Queens, and my goal was just to, make the TV show, but I ended up, winning and everything. But the World Championship was that was my main, goal.
That's amazing. And
silver medal in that, and lost by one shot, or one pin? Is that correct?
The last year when I bowled against Kaylee Kulik, who is the best bowler in the world, I lost by 2 pins to her.
2 pins.
Yeah, she had to strike out to beat me by 2 pins.
Oh.
Yeah, that hurt, but.
Okay, so for all of my home state is the state of Wisconsin, and that's of course where the USBC was headquartered for forever, before they moved to Texas. And so there's trying to package about 3 questions into one, but the fact of the matter is bowling is really popular in my home state, and especially when I was a kid. And down here in Florida, it's pretty popular as well, maybe not quite so much. But when you take a look at bowling and you take a look at the number of people that participate, I'm not even sure you know this, but it's the most popular sport in the United States.
I did not know that, no.
It's amazing when I tell people that there's 57 million bowlers in the United States, and this is according to the Sporting Goods Manufacturers research data. They people go, there's no way. They always, say baseball, football, tennis, whatever. But it's actually the most popular sport in the United States, bowling. Good stuff. So you're the best. You're the best of the best anyway. You're the Queens champion, right?
Yeah.
Well, you've also participated on the national team, right? Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that, bowling for your national team.
The back home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I've been in the team since 2006, so I've been in the national team, for quite a bit. Actually, back home, speaking of how popular bowling is, back home it's not even a sport or nothing. Even my best friends, they didn't even know that I bowl. For a living,
really?
That's what I do. They just think that I go to the bowling center, have some beer, and snacks, and just bowl for fun. That's how it is back home.
So do what Mark does.
Yeah, so that's how it is back home. So we have only maybe 30 bowlers. So and to be in a national team, it's kind of, it's a weird situation because we don't have a lot of bowlers,
well known,
and especially not a lot of good bowlers.
Uh-huh.
So and I'm actually glad to be part of the team because I have been making history and I've been, winning medals for my country. So I'm trying to, show people back home that it's actually, a big sport and whatnot. So.
Somebody at home's watching, they got a little one, want to get involved with bowling. What's the most important thing to know about bowling if you want to get involved, like a tip or?
You gotta have fun in bowling. I mean, bowling is supposed to be fun, right? You throw the ball, you get all happy. And a lot of people, they take it serious where they can't have fun, and that's why a lot of people, they just quit bowling because they get all frustrated and whatnot.
Same thing with golf.
I was gonna say,
we see that all the time. Yeah, no, it's just like, look, unless you're in a tournament, hey, you're out here to have a good time. And you have fun. And it's not like when you're in Latvia that, your dad says, hey, if you don't straighten up, I'm going to send you to Siberia. Like those types of things. But I'm really glad to hear you say that because sports should be fun. It's enjoyable.
You should enjoy it, right?
Exactly. And, and if you're making a living at it, you take a look at the difference between Phil Mickelson, who always has a smile on his face, in golf, versus, say, Tiger Woods, who pretty much uses every profane word that there is out on the golf course in front of TV cameras and so on. Phil Mickelson is a good ambassador for the sport. Obviously, you're a great ambassador for the sport of bowling. You have fun even at world championship level. That's a testament to your, upbringing, obviously, and what your parents have done for you, but also the fact that you've made it fun. And I think when you have fun, whether it's at work, whether it's anywhere else, you're going to do a heck of a lot better job because you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. We certainly appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to seeing you make it to the Professional Bowlers Association because I think she's going to do it.
Oh, it's awesome. And Weber has such a good program. Of course, do some training over at the Kegel Bowling Center, which is arguably the best training center on the planet, and that's right in Lake Wales. So we're happy to have you. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day. And that wasn't such a painful interview,
no,
was
it
wasn't.
wasn't.
Okay, good. We're glad of that. And Diana, thanks so much again.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it.